Hi, going to have a go at replacing the Gearstick Gaiter. As you can see, it's been quite damaged. This is on my MK3 2009 Honda CRV. I bought a replacement gaiter off eBay for about £8 or £9 and a toolkit, as you can see, to carry out the job. So hopefully, if things go as planned, we'll be able to replace the gaiter without any breakages or major disasters. So I've had a play already, taking the trim off, and these are the three tools that I used. So what I've done is I've replaced the trim, put everything back together again, and what I'll do is I'll show you step by step how I managed to get the trim off without any damages. To start with, you're going to have to take off the aircon panel and your temperature panel for your inside heating system. If you just have a quick look down the side of the dial, you'll be able to see a little recess in the dial there. Inside there is a little clip that if you use the pointed end of the trim tool, you can push that into there and then prise it forward, and then the same on the other side, and that should allow you to release the control panel relatively easy. So I'll try and remove the dial, the control panel, using the tool. Just bear with me because I'm doing it with one hand and then using the tool in the other. So as you can see, you just push it in and it should prise open. So that's the control panel off. In addition to the pointed edge tool, I've used the second tool. You might just have to prise the panel out gently, but it does come out relatively easy. So when you put the pointed tool into the recess here and push the clip in, you can then sort of prise it forward and then get the second tool underneath the trim, work your way around, and it will lift out relatively easy. Now I'm going to remove the trim where the Gearstick Gaiter is housed, and again, if you look closely, you will see slight gaps at various points in the trim where you can get your tool underneath. There are a number of clips to prise open, but generally, if you can get your tool in at the top part like this and then just gently work your way down, you will find where the clips are and you will be able to gently push them in and prise the trim up. So I'm just going to use my trim tool, slide it under and work my way down. As you can see, it just pops up relatively easy, and just gently work your way around, lifting the trim. It's a bit difficult trying to do this while holding the phone, but if you use both hands and a second tool, it does come away quite easily without causing any damage. So the Gearstick trim has now been removed. If you just take a look at this little clip here, if you're wondering why we have to take out the aircon control panel first, it's because there's a clip at the bottom underneath that slips into this recess. When you come to put it back together again, if you've not taken out your control panel, you can't get your Gearstick trim back in. So you need to take your control panel out first, then your Gearstick trim, and then obviously when you're putting it back together again, you'll put your Gearstick trim back in, clip it all into place, and then slide your control panel in, and it should all snap back into place nice and tidy. So if we have a look underneath the Gearstick trim, you can see that this is what it looks like, and there's various points. You can see the the gaiter flaps that have been stapled down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these staples, cut the tie wrap off. That'll give me access to the gear stick knob, and then I'll be able to remove the whole assembly and replace it with the new gear stick gaiter.